Hello, my name is John Rose, and in this video I'd like to take a closer look at the most common disease and the most dangerous disease that's ever afflicted mankind ever since the fall of mankind. Now, I coined that condition hypoheliosis. If you've ever watched any of my other videos, you probably heard that before. It's an abnormally low biophoton level. Remember, the fall of mankind destroyed a nutrient that feeds one of our senses. It's a biophoton. We lost one of our senses, hypoheliosis. My last video series, parts 1 and 2, I talked about fear. Talked about those 4 horrible symptoms from having fear, or from having hypoheliosis rather. One of them is fear. Then we have those subsequent needs. Because of hypoheliosis, we're disconnected. Then we got that dark side of our behavior. And then we have the wrong mentality. Everything centers around the fact that there's something wrong with us. And in this video, I want to remind everybody that I create a special teaching tool to put everything in its appropriate places. The first 21 pieces to my puzzle has to do with something Socrates said a long time ago. The problem of knowledge is the key to all of our problems. Well, I've identified 21 main problems of knowledge, total of 55. There are 2 forms of ignorance, 12 sources of false knowledge, and 7 wilderness factors. When we were looking at fear the other day in my last video, that would be piece number 6. It'd be one of those 12 sources of false knowledge. It's keeping us from finding the knowledge we need. If we look at my special teaching tool, the first stage of knowledge, the plus A box, is where our knowledge is at, what we need to be at, and we're down here in the negative A box of false knowledge. Well, there's a doorway in between that has blockers in there. One of them is fear. That's piece number 6. And then piece number 7 would be those 6 subsequent needs out of the 10 subsequent needs that are also problems of knowledge. Things like education and money, and media and government, even religion and spirituality, and especially our subsequent need for power. These are 6 subsequent needs because of hypoheliosis, because we're disconnected. They're also problems of knowledge. It's a big part of my story. We have to understand that we got to take back the absolute tool of control, money. And then we have to understand how the ultimate tool of control, medicine, works. That's why we got to go upstream to get reconnected. And when we have that brand new reference, when we test an idea as time has come, what happens? We realize that we've been using the wrong approach, expecting systems to solve problems that only we can solve. Now, the problem with having the wrong mentality is you can see it everywhere you go. And one of my observations I made a long time ago, and I see it all over the place, and I'm so aware of it every time I see it, it literally makes me sick to my stomach because it's just a sad reflection of our species. We especially see it in the worst of us, the sickest of us. They use it as part of their MO to control us. It's all about divide and conquer. It's all about misdirection. It's all about changing the subject, diverting the attention. That's what con artists do. And we especially see this in little children, but it happens all throughout our lifetimes in adults. I'm having a conversation on a message board with one person right now who's doing this. And what do? They change the subject. You see, when you're dealing with evil, or when you're dealing with false knowledge, there's only 2 things they can do. They can accept defeat and say, you're right, I was wrong, or they change the subject. What's the best defense? It's a good offense. Use a red herring, a straw man. That's why I delete all that crap. And remember, the purpose of my YouTube channel is we got to get reconnected. We got to test an idea as time has come. That's the main thing we have to do. We have to reach the tipping point. That's why I don't want to see a bunch of bullshit on my channel. I'm deleting some of you people for a reason. Don't take it personal. I'm on a mission. If you don't have my visions, don't get mad and don't take it personal. I don't want a bunch of crap on my YouTube channel. I want to see what I'm seeing now, a lot of good testimonials of people doing a solid food vacation. And remember, when people are unkind, they're hurting. It's a sickness. Don't catch that sickness. If someone pisses you off, don't go around saying, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, like some of you guys are doing down there. I'm going to delete those. But come on, be respectful. If you disagree, don't start calling people's names. Otherwise, I'll just think you're a shield trying to disrupt everything. It's too important for us to stay focused right now. We've got to understand that we got to take back the absolute tool of control. We have to understand we've damaged our society. We got to end the Fed. Now they're talking about auditing the Fed. You don't audit a criminal syndicate. You don't audit the mafia, except after you close them down. You see how we're being tricked? It's all a distraction. We're always being distracted. And if you can't attack the message itself, what do? You attack the messenger. When they defend themselves, what do? You twist it back around and you say, oh, you're attacking me. You see it everywhere you go. It's one of the most common traits we have. And you look around, you see everybody doing it, don't you? Everywhere you go, especially on message boards where people have this anonymity and they'll do things they would never do to your face. And remember, if they're unkind, they're hurting. And I understand unrequited friendship and how that affects people. And now all of a sudden, it's all about their ego. How do you know whether you're coming from your ego or your spirit? It's simple. Ask 2 questions. What's in it for me? How can I help? Are you helping my mission? When I post a video on a message board and you come along and attack me, are you helping? Or is this all about your ego being hurt because I befriended you, or I banned you from my channel because you're putting crap on my channel? Acting like as if you have a right to come and shit on my channel. I don't want that crap on my channel. I have a right. This is not a public forum. I'm on a mission. I have visions to help people. And that can't be done with a bunch of crap attacking me, or attacking anything, or attacking each other. So be kind. For everyone you meet is fighting a great battle. But remember, the truth has enemies. There is one thing stronger than all the armies in the world. Its idea's time has come. What is that idea? How can you defeat all the armies in the world? There's only one way. Change your mentality. You can't think about it. Gotta get reconnected. So it's time to get excited, guys. It's time to test an idea's time has come. Go down below and you can go to the description box and you can see a video I uploaded for the first step, and then a 28 so far playlist on a solid food vacation. And remember, share your experience. You're on the hero's journey. As you go on the hero's journey, you'll understand the obstacles better. I've been on this for a long time, and I know when someone's interfering with my mission. How dare you think you have an excuse to come crap on my YouTube channel? You know who I'm talking about. I'm going to put a link to this website, and you're twisting around saying, oh, John, look how bad he is. Look what he's doing. It's your ego, man. You're hurt. I'm sorry I had to ban you. I like you, man. But I don't want you interfering with my visions. If you don't see my visions, accept them. I understand you kind of want to go the same direction, but you don't understand if we don't reach the tipping point, things will never change. There's only one way to do it. There's only 3 ways to correct the 5 mistakes we got to correct. And if you don't understand 2 ways not enough of us are willing to do, then you don't understand anything. You don't see my visions. And I'm not too idealistic, because what I'm proposing has already been done. Remember, Bill Bright had 14 million people doing a solid food vacation back in 1997. We can do it again. So let's get excited, be positive, and don't get hurt when you mess up and you don't realize you're messing up. And ask yourself, what's in it for me? How can I help? It's me, 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 me. He banned me. Oh, he's judging me. Come on, man. Come out of your ego. Realize there's something bigger than your ego. You can help people. And I don't see you doing that now, except, in fact, all I've seen you do, now that I look back on some of your messages, is you've been attacking every vegan out there. So it's pretty obvious to me you're a shill, buddy. You better do something, otherwise it's going to be pretty obvious to me that's what you're doing. Oh, it didn't work for me, so now I got to attack all the vegans. Warn everybody, you can't be vegan. Yes, our ideal diet only works in an ideal world. We don't live in an ideal world anymore. And you know that, and you still attack me and act like as if I'm ignoring it. I'm irresponsible. Oh, man. Shill on you. I know who you are, buddy. And I don't like people interfering with me helping people. You can call me any name you want, make fun of my hair, do anything, I don't care. But when you interfere with me trying to get us to the tipping point, you have become an obstacle. You're either a useful idiot or an outright shill. And based on your history, I'm going to start looking shill. I know how to look at people's history and say, well, are they fitting an MO? Could they be? Yeah, you could be. Are you? I don't know. So, once again, it's time to take responsibility. It's time to share this message, continue on the hero's journey. Remember, you got to go out there and find some good knowledge. We're damaged. Every one of us are damaged. individually. The collective is damaged. We got to fix the environment. We got to fix us. Got to fix the society. And it begins with you. You play a role. You are the hero. So get out there, keep going on the hero's journey, keep spreading the message. I love the great comments that you guys are doing. I'm loving some of you guys' experiences. You've gone a long distance, getting rid of those bowling balls, still seeing stuff coming at you, and you're not even a big person. Again, there is one thing stronger than all the armies in the world. That is an idea's time is coming. I want you to test it. Prove to yourself that what I'm saying is true. You got a serpent inside you. You're lacking in the sunlight energy that helps you feel you're all one. And when you can get rid of that serpent and bump up the biophotons, you're in for a treat.